Oysters are huge in North Carolina. They are creating habitats, they're helping with nutrient cycling, they're really good at preventing a decent amount of coastal erosion, but they also are delicious at the end of the day. So. Hi, I'm Mark Ciesielski. I'm a PhD student at IMS, and I study the pathogens that contribute to oyster mortality. Mass mortality in the oyster industry has been slowly increasing over the past few decades, and so that's why we're recently revving up our efforts to identify the drivers that are contributing to these massive die-offs. What I think is causing the die-offs is actually a combination of multiple things. So it's this initial hit from an environmental challenge that allows pathogens to further challenge the oyster, and they just can't cope with that anymore. And that's when they will probably end up dying. So it's not one silver bullet, most likely. It's a whole suite of factors that need to be taken into account. What I enjoy about this research is that I really like the idea of conducting work that is relevant to the local community. So I want it to mean something at the end of the day. We have field work, which involves going out and actually visiting these farms and observing the status of the oysters themselves, checking to see if they are alive or dead, and also collecting things like environmental parameters and water samples to assess what the water quality itself looks like. And once we actually collect the oysters, the second phase is assessing what the tissue itself looks like and also the bacteria that are colonizing that tissue. And so we have to actually dissect oysters and isolate the different tissue types to see if certain tissues are more susceptible to challenges than others. We end up sending that information to the stakeholders to let them know that this problematic bacteria is running rampant throughout the system, and it's something that we need to start taking a look at moving forward. And that's where that building of strategies comes into play, and we can actually develop this network between scientists and the stakeholders and try to solve this problem of oyster mortality.